Hello. So today also we are just discussed about payment gateway system, right? In earlier video also we just discussed about that payment gateway, but in that video we are discussing about Stripe as a payment service provider. But in today's video we will discuss something related to uh, PayPal as a payment service provider, right? So let's discuss one by one. So here, okay, wait, I will open one Paint, and here we will see one by one what actually the payment service provider need to interact with our e-commerce website, right? So basically, what happened, like any of the e-commerce application want to communicate with uh, any of the payment service provider. So that time, how internal flow goes, we will discuss that flow. So first, we need to what we have to discuss. Like here, we have one payment service provider called PayPal, right? This is our system, payment system. Okay, right. And this one is merchant. Merchant means we can say that it's e-commerce application basically. So it's E-C-O-M-M-E-R-C, e-commerce, right? Okay. So now what happened? Uh, like I already told in previous video. So in that what we discuss about, like if we want to integrate one of the payment service provider in our systems, means whatever we are developing like e-commerce application, that application needs to be talk to the payment service provider, like in case we have PayPal. So what happened, we are I will give you one real time example here, www.flipkart.com. Okay, so here you can see, okay, wait, we will open Amazon.com. Amazon.com, this is shopping website or e-commerce application. So in this e-commerce application, what we need to do, we just need to go to one of the product, right? Like a headset. After that, we need to click on add to cart, right? Then one payment page will come, and we just need to click on any of the payment method. Like in our case, we have PayPal as a payment method. It means what happened? This is the e-commerce application. Like Amazon is e-commerce application, and that e-commerce application will talk to the payment gateway, means payment service provider, which is third party application. So that third party application we need to integrate with our e-commerce application, right? So what we need to hear is that in case, sorry, in this case, what we are doing, we are creating payment system, right? So in payment system, what we are going to do, we have different small microservices, like validation service for validation purpose, or for payment service, and one another service called PayPal provider service, which is going to talk to this PayPal, right? Means whenever the user here, one user is also comes, Okay, means user or client or customer, we can in simplify. COMER, customer, right? So when customer clicks on the button, which is on that customer is on right now on e-commerce website. So whenever the customer clicks on the payment button, the request goes to the e-commerce website. That e-commerce website will talk to the payment system which is developing by developer. Then that payment system will talk to payment service provider, right? Then payment service provider will approve the request of that particular payment. In response, whatever the response it may give to the payment system, that response go to the e-commerce website. E-commerce website will give response to the user in the browser, like your payment is succeed, your order will be shipped to your address. So this is one of the, what we can say, overall functional flow of the payment system, right? Now we will see one by one what internally it's come. Okay, so uh, this is now we will simplify one to one, right? So in this case, what happened? The payment service provider, that is PayPal, assuming that this whole box is the merchant box. What we are already, what we are all earlier seen, like payment system is developed by some other company and e-commerce application is developed by some other company. Means these two companies are different, right? And payment service provider, that is PayPal, is another third party company. But what payment service provider PayPal understood, like we are talking to only the merchant. Means in case of PayPal, they are just seeing like they are talking to only one system. Means in, if you are talking about PayPal, they are just thinking like it's the merchant. Okay, so wait, it's only merchant, right? MERCHANT. Okay, means as far as side according to the PayPal, it's only a merchant, right? So how functional overview of the PayPal integration, we will see one by one. So first of all, we need to understand how PayPal system works so that we can write the code to work along with the PayPal system, right? So that our e-commerce customer can talk to the payment via PayPal. Means this e-commerce customer can make a payment via PayPal, right? So what happened when we are working in company, that time product owner is there and client is there. So in case we have client as a e-commerce and product owner is of the payment system. So client and product owner discussion will be happen, and in that discussion they are decide we just need to follow the payment service provider as a PayPal, right? So after the discussion, then product owner of that particular company, in case this, right? In this case, we have this is as a what we can say as a development team. So client, means a product owner will tell the requirement to the developer. Like we just need to integrate the PayPal as a payment service provider in our application, right? So product owner will inform you that we want to integrate with PayPal. So technical product owner then tell to the technical team. So to integrate this, how much time it will take, right? So all the discussion happens in the company. Tech lead will be there, project manager will be there, product owner will be there. All are comes and one meeting will be there. Then they will decide to integrate the duration of the integration. All these things happen, right? So in between, what happened? Every payment service provider in all over the world, uh, they what we can say, they are exposing the document, right? Integration document to the whole world, means outer world. They are exposing their document so that other company can integrate with that. That's all their business will be there, right? So product owner of the particular company, what he will do, he will collect the integration document, right? And share this integration document to the technical team. So that document will be in the form of PDF also, right? As well as that document is already hosted on the website, right? So anybody can access it. So in our case, we have PayPal as a payment service provider. So PayPal already given a document, right? That is paypal.developer. In this website, you can see https://paypal.developer.paypal.com. So here you can see the desktop or the integration, checkout integration document, right? So here you can see all the integrated related things, all are managed in this. So one by one, we will see. Here you can see the checkout process. Checkout process, in simply word, we can say that it's a payment process, how to do payment, right? So we'll click on get started, and one page will open here. So just click on get started. Okay, now this is okay. First go to docs, right? And in document you can see where is that option. Okay, here it is. So configure and go, configure payment button and copy and paste. So whenever you are going to this website, that is developer.paypal.com, there you can just click on get started. After that, one page will open, that is checkout page is there. Okay, so I already told you what checkout means only doing the payment with third party provider. In case of in our case, we have PayPal, right? So here we have how that works. They give all the uh, description here. So in we will check one by one. First, go to the standard checkout, right? All the payment process they give here. So set up standard payments to present payment buttons to your, means how your final hosted page look like, they gave here. So here we will check one by one, like getting started. Now here you can see how checkout works. So integrated standard checkout to give your customer payment button for PayPal or for Venmo or debit or credit card. So this is the process, right? So how in lemon language, I will tell you one functional flow. Like I already tell you, as we already go to the Amazon website, we just click on card and choose as a PayPal option for payment, right? Then that page is redirect to PayPal page. Then we make the payment and then come back to the e-commerce website. Like in our case, we have Amazon as a e-commerce website, and based on the success failure order, we will proceed. So technically, it's look like, right? So checkout means customer making a payment to buy a product. In simple word, we can say that customer is makes the payment to buy the product, right? So PayPal gives us a very uh, what we can say, in very comprehensive manner. They just gave this as a document, means how PayPal internally works, right? So in this document we will see one by one how that PayPal internally works, right? So here you can see we have different button, like buyer, merchant server, merchant page, PayPal as JavaScript SDK, then PayPal checkout, then PayPal order API. So don't worry about that. I will tell you each and everything of that, right? So let's break down the process step by step. Here you can see buyer. Buyer means the user or client like us. Means in our case, we are the buyer. That is the user making a purchase. Then we will have merchant server. So merchant server is a backend server of the e-commerce website. Here you can see this is the backend server of e-commerce website, that is merchant server. Now third one is merchant page, that is front end of the e-commerce website. Here you no need to worry about what is merchant server and merchant page. Means the e-commerce website consists of both the things, front end as well as back end, and that name itself is denoted as merchant server and merchant page, right? After that, we have PayPal JavaScript SDK. That is JavaScript SDK. Someone what it look like PayPal for integration. After that, PayPal checkout is there. The PayPal interface where the buyer completes the payment. This is very important because that page is redirect to the customer. After checkouting the customer redirect to the e-commerce website. So it's very important. PayPal checkout. After that, PayPal order API means PayPal API used to create the capture order, right? So what is capture order? What is create order? Each and everything in simple word we will see one by one. Please keep watching up to the end, right? So here you can see. Now, first what happened? Buyer just click on the button, right? Buyer just click on the button. That request go to the first that request goes to the merchant page here. After that, that request will go to the merchant server. In this case, backend server of the e-commerce, right? Then that response comes to merchant page. That is checkout related response. Means buyer first clicks on checkout button on the merchant page like Amazon or any Flipkart. Then merchant server, what merchant server will do? Prepare the checkout details. Merchant server will prepare all the checkout details like items, shippings, and total amount, and send that request to the merchant page, means front end of the application, so that we can see all the, like whenever you are mm, creating the order, that time you can see order summary is there, right? And in that order summary you have all the options like uh, your amount, and then your product, right, your shipping address, right? So in this case, in the merchant page, same instruction will be given, like item is there, shipping is there, total amount, right? After that, okay, so now we are on the merchant page. So now what happened? Then we just click on PayPal button. So that is the internal process. But when we are just click on the PayPal button, that time checkout is started, right? Initiating the checkout. That initiating checkout is comes to means the buyer select the PayPal as a payment method. Then selects the PayPal as a payment method. Then PayPal button is clicked. PayPal button is available on the merchant page. Then PayPal button is clicked, right? and then starting the checkout process. So in between, PayPal JS SDK is there. So internally, some JavaScript or some React library is introduced on the merchant page of the e-commerce applications. That was taken care by front-end team. We no need to worry about that, right? So that initialize the payment, initialize the merchant page to display the PayPal button and handle the checkout through the PayPal. So now here, after that PayPal button is displayed here and then payment is initialized. Okay. Now payment initialized. After what happened? Then that request goes to the PayPal Java SDK, PayPal JavaScript SDK, right? And that request is of create order request. Means for ordered something, customers ordered something for us. Okay. So uh, so front end calls the PayPal create order function. Now this front end. Okay. So this front end calls create order function, right? And that request goes to the merchant server. Okay. And in between that PayPal JS SDK communicate with the PayPal to create a new order through the API. And then PayPal order API comes in picture. After creating order, one request goes from the merchant server to the PayPal order API. Means here you can see that request goes to the e-commerce of backend, right? After that, that backend is here you can see merchant servers directly talk to the PayPal order system, but merchant server don't know how to talk to them. That's why here we are as a payment system. So merchant server will first talk to the payment system and then we talk to the PayPal by using this API call /v2 slash checkout slash order, right? Now the request goes to the PayPal order API. Then PayPal order API knows we have order request. Then that in response, they just send as order is created. All right. Now in return, PayPal order API, once the order is created, it returns an order ID. It returns an order ID to the merchant server. Then merchant server returns that order ID to the merchant page. Okay. Then that merchant page returns order ID to the PayPal JS SDK. And that PayPal JS SDK stores that order ID for further steps. Okay. So now after getting order ID, one URL is there. We will get that URL. We'll go to browser and one pop-up will come. In that pop-up, we have two options, that is username and password. Okay, so login in using PayPal. So buyer interaction. Now buyer interaction is there. Now buyer in this case, how that client will talk to the e-commerce website in case on the behalf of talk to buyer will talk to the payment buyer will talk to in payment integration system on the behalf of e-commerce application. So one new browser pop-up will be there where the buyer completes their login process. After that, on shipping address change is there, on shipping option change is there. So that is not that much important. So when request goes to the buyer complete the checkout. Okay. Now, after reviewing the order summary and shipping details, the buyer completes the checkout. is first buyer will check our shipping address is correct or not, our product is correct or not, our money is correct or not. After completing checkout or after reviewing the order summary, like shipping details and that address, buyer completes the checkout and click on clicking on the button with a PayPal, right? Then PayPal checkout is there. It goes to the PayPal checkout. Then PayPal checkout, what it will do? It will send order approval request to the merchant page. Now PayPal send order approval request to the merchant page. Okay. After that, if order is approved, then capture related something is there. After approving the order, merchant page will capture the order, send the request to the merchant server. Okay. To finalize the payment, merchant server sends the request to the PayPal order API. After capturing the payment, then one capture API will be there. By using that same order ID, that request goes to the PayPal order API. Then PayPal order API capture the payment. Once that payment should be captured, then PayPal order API will send request to the merchant server like payment is done. After that, order is captured from the merchant server side. That request goes to the merchant server page and checkout complete option is there. Means your payment is done. So this is the complete process. You can see now we will do practical demonstration of that. How internally it works. Okay. So we just need to integrate all the PayPal related things into our uh, e-commerce website. But PayPal already given one POC, that is proof of concept. Like we are already created it. You just go through it, and after that you can integrate. So here you can see one option called integrate, right? So now you can see the checkout standard integrate is there. So that integration is comes up with as a front end. Here you can see as a React.js, HTML, and on the backend side we have Node.js. So as we are working on Java technology, so no need to worry about that. In any language we can understood that, but we just need to explore more. So here you can see before beginning your integration, you need to set up your development environment, right? So we already checked that diagram, right? So here you can see integrate the front end, right? In case we have uh, HTML, right? So set up your front end to integrate standard checkout payment. That is front end process. Okay. After that, buyer country currency is there. Then they are rendering the PayPal button. Okay. This is the button color. That is totally front end code. We don't need to worry about that. Then integrate with the backend server. That is e-commerce application backend. Okay. So PayPal thinks like we are as a one single application. They integrate with only one application. But in case we are working as a only development team of a particular company, and we need to integrate with one another company. But if we are talking about particularly PayPal, they are thinking like they are just integrating with only one product, right? So that's why they give front end as well as back end. So e-commerce backend need to communicate with our backend, and our backend will communicate with the PayPal system. So in this way, flow will goes, right? So the backend code is also there, right? Then some generate access token is there. Okay, create order as we already seen, right? Capture order, capture payment. After order is approved, payment should be captured. So all these things we already check. So now one sample code they gave. So we just click on that sample code and one document is download, that is PayPal JavaScript document. So just go to that document. We will save this document on uh, here on desktop. We will save this. It's not Control C, Control X. Okay. So first we need to unzip it, means extract all. Cannot complete the. Okay. What happened? Okay, so we will keep here as it is. Just extract all. Here only we will extract this. Okay. Now we will check this. What is the document consist of? Okay. Now here you can see client and server. Okay. So what is that? In client we have checkout. If we open this, see, you can see the PayPal as already they created. If we click could not initiate PayPal checkout, as we not done any checkout right now. That's why this option is comes. So we will do this one by one, right? So first of all, we need to check that integration document, how it goes. Here you can see in auth, where is that? Yeah, this is access token. So in that access token, set up an auth parameter to combine PayPal client ID and PayPal client secret. That is as a key value pair. So it's very important because by using this, we can access the PayPal API. So we need to test the PayPal environment, right? So PayPal offers both test means sandbox as well as live environment. Sandbox environment means test environment and live environment means production environment. So test environment is used for entire testing, that is integration purpose. And live environment is for where the real money transaction is happen. So I have that after for that we need to create one what we can say account in a PayPal. So okay, so this is if that PayPal is comes up with US as well as UK market, so they are just giving their singing as a PayPal.com option, like their developer account. So in this developer account, we just need to create the account of us, means it's our personal account. So I already created account. Now I will create one temporary account for you by using temporary email ID. So I will create one temporary email ID so that I can work with that, right? Okay, so this one is email ID. Okay, I will copy this and I will paste here. Okay, copy email and password is This is my password. Okay. Now create account. I am not a robot. Cars 1, 2, 3. Verify. Okay. Now you can see our we are signing with PayPal. So in one developer dashboard will come and we will check how communications between happens internally. So it will take okay now here you can see. So I already told you that for authentication and authorization purpose we have that client ID as well as client secret is compulsory. So something related to credential is that. So we just need to go to app and credential. Right. Here you can see client ID and client secret. Okay. Right. So we have that client ID and client secret. So what we need to do of this client ID and client secret, right? So we have this, right? We already take one zip file from the PayPal. They already gave the mm, merchant side means front end side code. So in that front end side code, we just need to save the client ID and client secret. Before that, we will go through the document and here you can see, okay, where is that configure script is already configured on shipping backend code. Okay, uh, access token. Okay, so here we have dot environment dot example file. So we just need to make that example file. Here you can see example file. So we need to make it as dot env only. So we will edit it to dot environment file only. Yes. Now you can see dot environment file. So in this environment file, what it consists of, we will open it with Notepad. And here you can see PayPal client ID, your client ID and PayPal client secret. Means in this environment file, we have to add our client ID and our app secret so that we can integrate with PayPal emotionally. Okay, here we'll copy the client ID. We will paste here. Okay, after that, we'll copy client secret. Okay, PayPal client secret. We will paste here. Okay, control S save. We will close it. Okay, fine. Now, once we again we will check it. Edit in Notepad. Okay, good. Now we already set up that client ID and client secret there. After setting that client ID and client secret, we just need to go to the client folder. In that client folder, we have checkout checkout.html, that is HTML file. So open this checkout.html. Open with option is not here. Okay, okay, client server. No, in client itself, we just have to open with notepad. Open. Now here you can see one HTML related page is there. So now what here we have to do, in script tag we have client ID is there as a test. So in test we need to copy our client ID, right? So what is our client ID? This is our client ID. Copy this client ID, go to test, paste. Okay, close it. After that, what we need to do for running? Okay, now one important thing I need to share to you is that we are playing with front-end application, right? So front-end basically comes up with a JavaScript, and we have to run the JavaScript onto the browser. That time node is very important, and to make the node as running, we have npm is there. So we have to already install node as well as npm node package manager. So if we install node, automatically npm is there. So we will check in our machine we have node or npm is there or not. So how it will check? We will check by node hyphen version. Node hyphen version. Yes, we have node version 22, and then node hyphen version. Sorry, it's npm hyphen version. Npm. Yeah, we have npm also, right? So what we need to do now, for running this Node.js application, we need to install Node.js, and we already installed it, right? So here in this checkout integration application, this is our application. So here what we have to do, we have to go to this path, right? We have to go to this path, type cmd here. Now we will here, and here we have to type that version, so that we will get to know that is running on node hyphen version. Yeah, it's right. npm hyphen version. That is also right. No need to worry about that. So now running node js app, that is command prompt. So now what we have to do, right now we are in our PayPal given by us that JavaScript code. So we are working on that particular code. So we are on that code. So we need to run that code. So we have two different commands, that is npm install and npm start. So first we will install this npm install. Okay, loading is there. You can see 6 vulnerabilities. Packages is installed, right? After that we need to start npm start. Here you can see node server listening at https, means some URL is given by them. Okay, now what we have to do, uh, we have to go to this URL, copy this URL, go to the browser, type in the browser, just enter, and here you can see one PayPal JS SDK page is there, right? So we have done with this. Now we already created uh, developer dashboard, PayPal developer dashboard. So what we need to do, we need to work with sandbox testing, right? So we need to go to the testing tool. In that we have to go to sandbox account. Okay, and now here you can see second option as a personal type. So just click on second one, personal example.com. So in this you have sandbox account is there. Okay, sandbox account information, name is there, phone number, account type, account ID, verify, right? All these things are there. So now what you need to do, you need to log in and approve the payment, then log in to the dashboard, and everything you need to do. So how it will work? Okay, so we just click on PayPal button. Okay, one pop-up will come. Internally, this is internally this thing is happening here. Means create. Sorry, not this one. Okay, where is that diagram? Okay, just click on continue. Here you need to enter your that password which we already saved here. Email ID is this. Okay, okay. Now automatically here you can see we successfully created the pay with a debit card, right? We have India as a region, email is this, mobile number, whatever we want we can type your mobile number. Mobile number isn't valid because it's not from, it's Indian mobile number and we already choose as a, okay, no need to type that mobile number. Okay, then card number is there, something like this. So here we just click on pay now. Some they are asking for some information, means we successfully redirect to the PayPal page, right? So thank you for watching this video. We will see more things in detail in another video.